All right, so I'm against possibly Jund monsters on the draw. I see a pack rat. I'm actually going to bottom this in this situation since I have a rat and I have a curve. So I'm going to bottom that in favor of ideally Underworld Connections, another demon, and bigger action. Even Lifebane would be good. He sees Dreadbore. He doesn't have black. He's probably going to get it with Courser. I'll just devour him here. On the draw against the Courser, Pack Rat's not going to kill him very quickly. So I'll just constrain his mana. And I'll do it in his draw step so I have a little more information. He draws, and then I'll take out the Courser. There's also the option of just taking the damage and killing his next threat. So I'm going to cast the demon and then follow that up with Pack Rat token and then see what happens. He plays Domri. Hits the Ooze that was on top. Ooze can be a 4/4 here, and then he can use it with Domri. So Pack Rat's not very safe, but Demon is. But he has Dreadbore, as we saw, so he's probably just going to kill the demon with Dreadbore. Which he does. He hits a Mystic with Domri. I'll play a Pack Rat. He'll be able to kill one of them. Hopefully not two of them. And I'll start trading in my lands for action. He mortars, I'll make a rat. I think I should have just let the Courser live. I'm finding out that on the draw against Courser, especially with my hand, I should have just let it live. Killed the Domri or the Polachronos he was going to play that turn. And tried to just win through it. So he misses a couple damage. No big deal for him. He has it all, unfortunately. I'll take the Xenagos here. Play the Grey Merchant. And it's not looking like I'm going to win this one. If I gave him Xenagos, he could use it for tempo and make mana. Stormbreath for him, which he drew, and he Domries that into Grey Merchant. And he's going to get this one. Bashes me to 12. Grey Merchant's just going to slow the bleeding. I'll take it. He can bring me to 1. He opts not to, and he's just going to play more threats, and that's going to be just as good. And that'll do it. So I'll go to the sideboard on the play. I'll keep my rats in, bring in the needles for Night Veils, cut the Devours and the Blights for Doomblades. And I'll leave in 1 Devour. Or I'm sorry, bring in the Lifebane. And that's how the board looks on the play against them. I'm actually going to cut a Grey Merchant and for a Devour. I'm going to try this out. Actually, I'm going to cut 2 Grey Merchants for 2 Devour. I'm going to try this just to mix it up. Grey Merchant can be excellent, but it's also kind of awkward. They have a lot of removal. And Devour Flesh is awesome, especially on the play. It's not often I cut Grey Merchant, but doesn't seem particularly amazing here. I think Underworld's important to keep up with their card advantage. And then Pithing Needle also attacks their card advantage pretty well. Pretty good hand here. Curve of Pack Rat, Lifebane, Demon. Pack Rat might draw removal and then open up the way for the other spells. I'm going to keep Needle. Blood Grip, that's awesome. He has a slower draw. I'll play the Pack Rat. He removes it, so I can just play Lifebane. And also get some information for Needle. He has Domri, which I will Needle, and then Caryatid. So I'll take the Caryatid, and then I leave him with Storm Breath and Dreadbore. He plays Mystic and Caryatid. I'm going to Thoughtseize the Dragon. And Needle the Domri. Hopefully he Dreadbores the Lifebane, and then I'll play Demon. He actually does not Dreadbore it. I'm just going to hold Demon. Hopefully he takes the bait, and then I'll leave up the Downfall in case he has a threat. He doesn't Dreadbore. That's crazy. Alright, I'll attack him again. Golgari Charm. Alright. I'm going to hold the Demon longer. I'm going to try this out. Pack Rat. Awesome. Now hopefully he just Dreadbores a Pack Rat. Which I think he has to. Keep in mind that they're bringing in 2 Putrefy against me usually, if they have it. So that is an out to Needle. He Dreadbores the rat. I'll make a rat. Here I'm just going to go for Underworld Connections, actually. I'm in a great spot. And I'm pretty far ahead. I'm just going to cement it. With the demon in my hand, I'm not too attached to the pack rat. And he also has Mizzium Mortars, which punishes the pack rat pretty well. Assuming he draws that. He gets in for some damage. Downfall the Storm Breath. And I'll Needle on Xenagos. And I'll play this land and attack him again. So he plays the Domri. I'll draw a card, play a land, and I'm prepared to discard. If he takes it, I'll just let it go through. And then make rats end of turn so I can play around Mizzium Mortars. Alright, I'll just move in here. And if he does draw the Blowout Mortars, I still have Desecration Demon and Underworld. Doesn't look like he has it. He has Polokronos, which pack rat should be able to beat pretty easily. And so does Doomblade. So I'll Doomblade that and come across for the win. And I'll just get rid of this rat and kill him. Alright. So game 3. Gonna cut down on rats for Devour Flesh. And Grey Merchant doesn't seem too impressive. I'm going to try 2 rat and 3 merchant and see how this works out. This hand's a mulligan. This hand's a keep. I'll Needle Domri. I'm just going to do it now. In case I draw a 2-drop. And I won't get to see his hand before I Needle on turn 3. I want to preempt the Domri, so I don't really want to wait until after Lifebane. I'll play Lifebane here. I see Domri, Vraska, Putrefy, Price. Domri, Vraska, Putrefy, Price. So we can use Vraska to kill Needle, possibly. He might play Domri and then Price the Lifebane. Next turn, Vraska the Needle. think I probably should have... I think after sideboard I want Duresses again in this matchup. I think some of those merchants and rats should be Duresses, and I can attack their game plan a little more efficiently. So I'm going to experiment with that next match. All right, I'll attack the Domri. He kills it. If I play Demon, he'll kill it with Vraska, probably. I can Needle Vraska, and then he'll putrefy me. And then in response, I could kill the Domri with Downfall. I'm going to go with that. This seems awesome. This is cool. So I expect him to putrefy the Needle on Domri. In response, I can just downfall the Domri. He doesn't do that. So I'll just play Underworld. Perhaps I should have just done that anyways. And because it's fine if he gets a Domri activation, really. So I think that was a mistake on my part. I should have just played Underworld. He could have putrefied the Needle on Vraska, played Vraska, killed the one on Domri. I think that would have been pretty awesome on his part. He plays Xenagos. So I'm just going to downfall that at this point. Draw a card. Thoughtseize is excellent. I'll take that putrefy. Oh, he has two. Well, I'll take one of them. Downfall the Xenagos. Draw a card. Those ultimate prices do not look great against his Mutavault and his Satyr. So he's going to kill my Demon. I can only assume. So Needle's pretty strong, but it's not actually the end-all when he has Putrefy. And some people have Abrupt Decay. Something like Duress might be more solid. He does kill the Needle on Vraska finally. And now he's going to Vraska the Demon. I'll just play the Demon here. He pumps the Vraska, so if I attack it, my attacker will die. He plays an Ooze, and he put on top with his Scryland. I'll draw a card. Land. I can price the ooze. And I think my play is to just kill Vraska. He sacks. So that's that. And I need to devour him. Otherwise, I'm going to go to 1. I'm actually probably going to try to block and devour. Hopefully he kept something like Storm Breath. No, he has Xenagos, which is very bad for me. But I'll stay alive. I could actually kill my own demon with Devour to gain life, but that doesn't seem good. Block, go to 3. And he should pump his Vraska. But now I can... Okay, he just uses his Vraska, that's better. I'll draw a card. I'll play the Lifebane. And I should be dead here. And that's going to do it.